Each year, thousands of Iowans are charged with OWI, operating while intoxicated. But we found some of those were actually completely sober. That arrest is not only embarrassing, it can cost people their jobs, relationships, and legal bills. And we found no one is tracking how often it happens or holding officers accountable if they get it wrong.
Jasper 639 traffic.
This is Newton Police Officer Nathan Winters on a traffic stop in August of 2022.
The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out.
The driver is Taven Galanakis. He's 19 years old here and a member of the William Penn football team out of Oskaloosa.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
He says no, but Officer Winters thinks he's acting odd. He takes Galanakis into his squad car for questioning and says this.
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration?
Yep.
Kind of say otherwise.
All right.
And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Galanakis offers to do a breathalyzer test, but Officer Winters insists on a field sobriety test first. Galanakis gets upset and starts mocking the officer.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test, and he's going to find out I had nothing to drink. He's going to look stupid. Ain't that right?
The officer runs Galanakis through a series of tests, checking his eyes.
Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Doing heel-to-toe steps. Galanakis believes he's successfully passing the test.
Come on, man. It's too easy.
But Officer Winters says otherwise.
2 for 2.
Well, sir, I don't believe you are 2 for 2. How many steps did I say to take?
When Galanakis does a breathalyzer test, it detects zero alcohol. Then Officer Winters, after earlier saying Galanakis smelled of alcohol, changes his theory.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh,
Okay, well, I
weed tonight,
think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight.
Jasper 639 on TT.
What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoked? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoked weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do
Absolutely, I can.
that. Is he allowed to do that? Yes, he is.
Officer Winters handcuffs Galanakis and takes him back to the police department.
Right now, you're being placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
There, a drug recognition specialist with the department determined he had no drugs in his system.
Bottom line up front, we're going home tonight, okay? I don't think I have no evidence or no information to suggest that you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Thank you.
Galanakis is now suing the Newton Police Department, set for trial next spring. But his case isn't isolated. In Bremer County, Dominic Tangent is suing the Iowa State Patrol for a July 2023 arrest. Court records show Trooper Bryce Billers, a drug recognition specialist, believed Tangent was high on a stimulant. Tangent says he was held for 6 hours, strip searched, and charged with OWI. More than 2 months later, urine tests showed he wasn't high on anything. He was completely sober, and prosecutors dropped the charges. Do people know this is happening?
I don't think enough people know, no.
Bobby Raykemper is a Des Moines attorney who specializes in OWI cases.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
He says he gets around 10 to 20 of these types of cases each year. Someone charged with OWI when they're completely sober.
I don't believe that the general public would truly appreciate the frequency that this happens.
But it's impossible to know exactly how frequently because no one tracks it. An open records request found more than 2,000 OWI cases dismissed in the past 2 years, but most were part of plea agreements and don't account for people arrested but not charged. The Iowa Department of Public Safety logs breathalyzer tests performed when someone is taken into custody for OWI. This is the more than 11,000 tests conducted between September of last year and September of this year. Of those, 956 detected zero alcohol. But that doesn't mean the driver wasn't high on another drug, and Raykemper says that's the problem. He says he's seen more sober drivers arrested for OWI as legal marijuana, prescriptions, and other drugs become more prevalent.
A lot of it came on the heels of the popularity of the focusing on impairment by drugs other than alcohol, which would include regular controlled substances, illegal, illicit substances.
So law enforcement had to rely on field sobriety tests to make an arrest. And Raykemper says those tests are flawed because the scoring is based on the officer's opinion.
They're simply excuses to further investigate and ultimately arrest people who, as you're finding out, turn out to be actually innocent.
So what happens if, nothing pops up? Do you get in trouble?
No. Why would I get in trouble?
Officers who arrest a sober person by mistake wouldn't face any legal consequences, but taxpayers might if they have to pay damages for a wrongful arrest. Major Colston with the Lynn County Sheriff's Office says when it comes to driving under the influence, even getting it wrong is okay, because it beats the alternative of having an impaired driver keep driving.
The biggest thing was that person impaired? Officers, they don't have to be right, they have to be reasonable. Is this person safe to drive? Are they a danger to themselves or other people on the road? That's the biggest thing that these deputies are going to be making decisions on, is this person impaired?
But Ray Kemper argues that's not fair to the drivers, who ended up arrested for something they didn't do.
People that work in that industry believe that getting arrested is no big deal. Well, if you've been through and actually gotten arrested, it's a really big deal.
When I say begin, I want
How many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
Both Newton Police and Gallinakis' attorneys declined to speak with us on camera about this incident. Officer Winters is also suing Gallinakis for defamation for the video he posted on social media. As for the State Patrol's video of Tangen's arrest, because the suit was filed over 2 years after the arrest, the State Patrol had deleted the video per protocol. In a follow-up I'm working on, we'll break down how field sobriety tests work and how easy it is to fail them. In the studio, Brian Tabbitt, KCRG TV 9 News.